Hello, MCU fans, and welcome to the Marvel Studios WandaVision virtual launch event. I'm so excited. That video was incredible, and I cannot wait. I'm Angelique Roche, joining you from my living room, where I am safely and social distantly camped out like so many of you from around the globe. And I know we're all so excited that Marvel Studios is back with its first ever original Disney Plus series, WandaVision. Just hours from now, we can turn on Disney Plus, scroll down to the Marvel tile, and join Wanda and Vision in their very own living room of sorts. Today, I'll be talking to Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany, and we've got some other special guests and surprises in store for you as well. So let's get right into it with none other than President of Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige. Welcome, Kevin.
Hi there. Hello, Angelique. How are you? Hello, fans waiting. Believe me, I've had this date on my calendar for a long time. Nobody's gone through MCU withdrawals more than all of us at Marvel Studios. Although we've been working hard, it means nothing when we can't show it to the fans. After the longest period without any MCU material, we're finally back and getting ready. And what an exciting one to kick it off with, WandaVision. Do you see my hat?
Oh, it's so good.
That's Wanda and Vision on my hat. All right.
Well done. I mean, your hat game is always on point, so I am not surprised at all. I love that, and I think you're absolutely right. I love the fact that, the MCU is back. I love the fact that everyone is excited. Talk to us a little bit about the show and the decision to start with this particular story and these characters.
With WandaVision, it's a show and a story that we could not have done as a feature. We're playing with the format of television in a way that means a lot to all of us who worked on it. It means a lot to the cast, and as you say, is the perfect entry of the MCU on Disney Plus. Because I love this world, I love worlds like it, and if I wasn't sitting here talking to you, I always say I'd be sitting here watching. And one thing I'd be doing is saying, "Can this guy with a hat be quiet? I want to see the stars." And with that, I think maybe we should introduce the stars of WandaVision. The reason people ask why WandaVision, well, the story, the connectivity is part of it. The real answer is because we have two spectacular actors with Paul Bettany and Lizzie Olsen. So ladies and gentlemen, here they are.
Thanks, Kevin. Welcome, y'all.
Hey, hi guys.
Oh, hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Angelique.
Oh my God, welcome, y'all. Thanks so much for joining us. I am so excited. Like, literally, I can't contain my excitement in this little box that we are in on the Zoom. And I hope you were both ready, because we have so many incredible questions from the fans that, you know what, I'm not even going to waste the time on my little measly questions that I want to ask y'all. So let's jump right in. Are y'all ready?
Totally.
Love to.
All right. First off, Thomas' story. For Elizabeth, if you could describe the season in 3 words, what would it be?
Wild, magical love. It wasn't supposed to be a sentence. It was just 3 words.
You know what? I will accept said answer. I think that was amazing. Our second question comes from @BlackWidow_221B. Paul, after Endgame, we thought we never see Vision again. Do you feel happy to portray this amazing character one more time? Love you, with a heart emoji.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I was thrilled. After Endgame, I thought I was dead, and I was. And I got a phone call from Kevin, who said to come into the office, and I thought, I'm going to get the can. And so I sort of came in and I was like, it's been a great ride, thank you guys, honestly. And then they said, wait. And then they pitched the show, and it was so utterly insane that I was in from that moment on. It was bonkers.
And I love that journey for you. That was a lot of emotions very quickly. Next question is from Billy Davidson. Why do you think Wanda loves Vision and vice versa?
I think that one of the things that binds them is kind of this thing that neither of them can explain, but they can only feel, and that is from like their action. They are physically a piece of one another, from her power to his stone. He has a lot of answers and is a very straightforward thinker, and I feel like she is such a feeler. And so I feel like they're together. They make this like lovely combination of like all the feelings and all of the like rationale.
They're like a unicorn relationship. You know, they meet at exactly the best bits of each other. They genuinely complete each other in that way, which is what makes them such a sort of idealistic couple.
So for all the fans watching at home, Elizabeth and Paul wanted to make sure they said a special thank you to MCU fans. And while we could not beam them directly into your living rooms, no matter how cool that would have been, we were able to surprise a few lucky fans.
Hey guys!
That necklace and bracelet, my God. What did
Monica!
you out of?
Wow! Vision!
Yes,
Wow. How long did that take you?
about 3 hours.
That's about
Amazing.
the same amount of time it takes Paul.
And I have help.
Thank you all for being here, and thank you all for being such huge fans.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. You're good.
Thank y'all. Amazing. Well, you know what? I actually want to add a little bit to this party and introduce two new faces to the MCU, joining the cast of WandaVision and joining us today here in all of our living rooms, Kathryn Hahn and Teyonah Parris. Welcome, y'all.
Hi.
Hey!
I can't believe we're here. I miss you all.
I feel like this is the first time y'all have been together in a room in a very long time. And
Yes.
I am here for it. Kathryn, you were playing the role of Wanda and Vision's neighbor, Agnes. And Teyonah, you are going to be playing Monica Rambeau, one of my favorite characters, and a character we have seen in the MCU before as a daughter of Maria Rambeau, Carol Danvers' best friend in Marvel Studios' film Captain Marvel. Now, before we get to the Twitter questions, because y'all are a little newer to the MCU, I gotta ask you both, how excited are you both to be joining the MCU, and what can you tell fans about your characters? Teyonah, let's start with you.
Okay, thank you. I'm so excited, and I know my castmates, Paul and Lizzie, are probably so like this girl. Her energy. Anytime I get to talk about her, I'm sure they're like, "Wow, okay, T, calm down." But they have been so supportive. We've just had so much fun. The whole creative team is so dope. Working with Matt and Jack, it's been so cool. And just with all the different decades, watching the amount of detail and study and work that Paul and Lizzie have had to put into each decade, because they go through all of them, it's just been so fun. It's been a hell of a ride, and I'm excited.
Kathryn?
Yeah, I mean, I second all of that, just being a part of this world. To be able to wear wigs is like a dream for me. And also to be in something that combines all these different genres, all of these different kinds of comedies, and couple that with a real like depth and complexity with these two incredible actors at the helm, Paul and Lizzie, who are just like, as all of you know, as fans of the MCU, these characters have such depth, have such a richness to them. And I mean, I, for one, as a fan of them both in the Marvel films, have been aching to see more of them. So it's a real treat. I'm so excited for people to see it.
Well, I also have a treat for both of you, and Paul and Lizzie have already gone through this. We got some Twitter questions for both of you about your role in the work. And so I'm going to start off with Teyonah. Again,
Okay.
I'm slightly biased. I love Monica Rambeau. I've been a fan.
she's
I'm
the
from
best.
Louisiana. So,
No offense taken. Always start. I'm excited too.
So from @AssembleBR, Teyonah, we're so excited for you to be Monica. Did you read any comics to get a little base on the character?
Hell yes, absolutely.
Again,
Okay.
I'm slightly biased. I love Monica Rambeau. I've been a fan.
She's
I'm
the
from
best.
Louisiana. So
No offense taken. Always start. I'm excited too.
So from at Assemble BR, Tiana, we're so excited for you to be Monica. Did you read any comics to get a little base on the character?
Hell yes, absolutely. I of course you start with her origin story in Amazing Spider-Man. I thought that was really fun, and just getting a good sense of her personality and who she was and how just true to herself and unapologetic she is. It's a great introduction to her. And then also what I wanted to bring to her. The creatives have been very open to my ideas and just my take on who this woman is. It's been really fun, but definitely looked at my source material for sure.
Love it. All right. So Kathryn at _Hannah Palooza for #Kathryn Hahn. Which well-meaning but possibly strange-tasting casserole is nosy neighbor Agnes taking to Wanda and Vision to welcome them to the neighborhood? I love this question.
Oh, interesting. And I remember, I think I brought to my recollection, I bring a plant, but I could also have, I think if I were to bring one, it would be a green bean casserole.
Everyone's
from
going home
Ohio,
and doing this now.
And that's every Thanksgiving.
Yep.
That's what we would do.
Having spent
Green
time in
bean
Ohio,
casserole.
I agree with that.
I don't know if it would be a good welcome to the neighborhood gift, but like I'm not sure how I would receive that.
I have a sense that we have a lot more to learn about both of your characters, but I also know that we don't want any spoilers and we will keep all of these secrets. So I'm not going to dig any deeper, but I cannot wait to see how your characters evolve once the show is underway. So excited. But also, speaking of secrets, in addition to some new faces, there are also some familiar faces from the MCU joining the WandaVision cast. It's so secretive, I really actually don't know how they fit into this. They are two of the funniest MCU characters, and we could not talk about them. So let's hear it for Kat Dennings and Randall Park.
Hey!
Hey!
Hello!
How excited are you to be back with the MCU?
Oh, well, I'm so excited to be back at the MCU. When I got the opportunity to join WandaVision, I mean, I couldn't say yes fast enough, of course. And the show is so unique, and I think anyone who likes Darcy will be excited to see her outside of the world of Thor and in a completely different one.
Yeah, I'm just thrilled to be back. I mean, how can you not be thrilled to be back in the MCU, right? I just had so much fun playing Jimmy Woo and Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it's just so exciting to be like working with a new crew of such talented people like Kat Dennings, and the whole gang, Tiana, Lizzie, Paul, Kathryn. It's just it's really just a wonderful group of people from the top down, and I just love being a part of the MCU.
Will there be card tricks?
Yeah, well, he's the same character. He's very good at his job. He takes it very seriously. And yes, he does have his hobbies, which include card tricks.
I guess for Darcy, she worked under Jane Foster for a very long time. And I think Darcy's kind of learned how to be a boss from Jane, perhaps. And then she comes to the world of WandaVision under some unusual circumstances. And it's hard to talk about it without any spoilers. And I know everyone would like them, but I won't say. She does wear some interesting costumes, though.
What can fans be excited for in watching the show?
There is all this talk about the Marvel Universe expanding, and it does so very much, if not tenfold, on this show. I'll just say that.
As a fan of Marvel myself, Vision and Wanda's romance is kind of like one of the most emotional parts of the Marvel Universe. So I think this is like something people have really been waiting for, and I'm really excited to see all that.
Thank you so much, Kat and Randall, for being here. We're so excited to see where your characters evolve. This is so great.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you, Angelique. Bye,
Thanks, guys, for
everyone.
watching. Hope you enjoy it. Mwah. I Zoom you.
Okay, they clearly are the funniest people ever. All right, so we have 3 more fan questions that we want to ask. The first question is actually from Tom H. in the UK.
Question for Paul. When we last saw Vision in Infinity War, he was no longer living, but now he's alive. And I was just wondering, do you think that's more, kind of a Loki thing, kind of my kind of thing? I just wondered if you had any thoughts about it.
It's true. I'm totally stealing your thunder, Tom. I'm so sorry about that. I thought the whole, I thought the whole thing worked better with me anyway, but...
Our next question is from Anthony M.
Hey guys, I'm excited to see your show. Can't believe it's finally coming on. Since you two are my favorite Avengers, I have a question for you. What makes me your favorite Avenger?
Of course, yes. Well, a couple of the things I love about your character is his humility, the fact he never sucks the air out of the room, that kind of thing.
I do have to say that I love your one-offs. You're very good at coming up with them on the spot, and they usually make the picture. So that I do love about you, Maggie. But you're not in this one, so sit down.
Anthony, yeah, exactly. Anthony, trailer moment, Mackie. It's amazing.
And our last fan question comes from Ben in London.
Hello there. Hi. Long-time fan, first-time caller. I'm so excited for WandaVision. You all look incredible in it, by the by. Can you give me a hint about what's going on here? I mean, it looks like you're jumping through time, but we just did that. So, yeah.
Well, we're going to do it with
I'm
more
a very
panache.
powerful person.
Yeah, I would think as the newbie to this world, and you as someone who had been in it for a while, would know that we're not allowed to talk about this.
All right, so that was a great question, but I actually think Benedict Cumberbatch might be your biggest fan, and he had a lot more to say, so we gave him 30 more seconds.
Okay, Marvel, good. Disney Plus, first series, WandaVision, excellent. Paul and Lizzie, my friends, you are so good in this. It's a hard enough ask to bring off that concept, let alone to riddle it with all the excitement that all us fans are waiting for to see what happened to Wanda next, and why on earth we're watching sitcoms to find out over the generations they appeared on the television in America. But you do all of it in one fell swoop, and it is addictive television. I've only seen 5. I've got to rush this message in order to see the rest of them. Fans, don't start watching tonight unless you want to have a sleepless night. If that's possible, I don't know. Well, yeah.
Thank you so much for caring over the years. It's really special to us.
Thank you so much, Benedict, for your support. Before we go, though, before we say goodbye, I want to give all of you folks one more chance to say one more thing to the fans. And I got to know, what are you most excited for fans to see when they watch WandaVision?
I just cannot wait for your minds to be blown wide open in ways that you can't possibly imagine. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're theorizing, put it aside and just go for the ride. And Paul and Lizzie are acting the bananas out of something. You can't believe this cast. You can't believe this production. You just are in for it. So enjoy. I wish I was sitting next to you watching your faces, seeing it. So enjoy it.
Tiana, I don't know how you follow that, but I know you're going to do a great job.
Don't. I'm just going to say what Kathryn said. Grab you a cocktail or a mocktail. Get your Twitter fingers ready. We can't wait to hear what you have to say. We're also excited. Here we are, finally.
Oh, I'm just really excited for people to see this go from a sitcom world where we shot it in 2 days, the first episode, to a full MCU action story, at the end of the series. I think it's a big swing from Marvel, and I think you're gonna love it. It pays off. It's utterly insane and bonkers.
Love it. And of course, our Wanda.
It's going to be a sitcom. It's going to be Marvel. It's going to go through places in between. And I just hope people can get a lot of joy from it and be entertained.
Thank you so much, Paul and Elizabeth, Tiana and Kathryn. Y'all are absolutely amazing. And honestly, I didn't think it was possible to get me more excited for the series to finally drop later tonight. But you know what? You did it. It was amazing. And thank y'all for joining us today for this virtual launch event for WandaVision. Make sure you're tuned in at midnight Pacific time on January 15th for not just 1, but 2 episodes of Marvel Studios' WandaVision, streaming only on Disney+. Thanks, y'all. Bye.
Thank you, fans.
Tonight.
Hi there, here's today's Daily Fact. All the films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe are split into bigger phases in which groups of films are linked to one another and in which characters make cameos in other movies. The first phase began with Iron Man, the second one with Iron Man 3, and the third one began with Captain America's Civil War. It is currently ongoing, although producer Kevin Feige said that this concept will probably change for future films. Remember to click below to subscribe or on the side for more great content.